What is up? It is your old pal, your old sport, your old chap. No, it's not the Crypt Keeper. It is Andy coming to you on a Tuesday. And if it's a Tuesday in the NHL, you know the deal. It's a relatively packed slate. There's a lot to get to. We even got something cooking up for you in the pizzeria. Is it ready yet?
No, just finish up the regular pie, make you a fresh one. Take you 25 minutes.
We'll wait for the fresh pie, but we got some pizzeria picks for you, along with some classic player props. And if you want to have a therapy session about last night, the Florida Panthers and the Colorado Avalanche, they sold me under the river. What are you going to do? Started off good with that Caulfield and Suzuki, put that fastball down, but after that, it got blown up by Colorado and Florida. What are you going to do? You take a loss?
It's going to be 10-25, my man.
I'm going to take my talents to Tuesday and try to strike up a couple of sniffs for you. And I'm going to start in Tampa Bay, where the Tampa Bay Lightning just are getting back from a West Coast trip that saw them go winless, losing to the likes of the Sharks, the Ducks, and typically you want to bet against a team when they're traveling from west to east and it's their first game back home. But what about a team that just lost those games? They can't afford to lose another one. So am I really going to pick against them when they're coming back after those back-to-back losses, a team that's typically pretty good at home? The answer is yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Carolina Hurricanes. It's -110. I think that's a fairly good price against the Tampa Bay Lightning team, who's clearly struggling right now. They've hit somewhat of a lull in the season. I would say so far this season, they've played better than I expected, but clearly this is their low point of the season. You lose to the Sharks and the Ducks back-to-back. That's not really, that's definitely not the highlight of your season. So while they're entrenched in their worst stretch of the year, I will take a Carolina team off the back of that last win that they had against Pittsburgh. It was a good game. They came back, ended up winning it. And I think that momentum carries over into Tampa Bay. You know, there's always the Vasilevsky factor. You're dealing with Kucherov. But the way they're playing right now, struggling offensively, I think it's a good time to try to bet against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So give me that pizzeria pick of Carolina Hurricanes to win that game. But obviously, if you peel back the onion, there are going to be some other things within that game. If Carolina's going to win a game, you really know who's going to be contributing offensively. I'd love to know how many games they've won where Aho and Jarvis, while they were playing together, were just not on the score sheet. What, you have games with goals from Eric Robinson and then other people up and down the lineup? Their big four has to come through or they really don't win these games. So if I'm predicting they're going to win, then just give me that Aho and Seth Jarvis point combo +110. They're another one of those combos. Against a worse team, you almost always get them at like -115, -110. But against a team like Tampa, they're going to give you that benefit of the +110 when you put them together. So give me the +110 point combo for Seth Jarvis and Sebastian Aho. And then I want to tell you guys the one you got to be worried about. I tried to warn you last night, and I warned you on Friday about betting against the Blackhawks when they were playing the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal Canadiens get another good win against the team in playoff positioning last night. But there's a rat potentially staring at you. And I'm not telling you to bet the underdog because it's not like I can give you 1,000,000 point prop combos that are way easier to hit than hoping that the Philadelphia Flyers are going to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. You see the price, I see the price, I know you want to click it, I'm telling you not to click it. You can do it just to be adversarial. I don't care. It's not going to make me win or lose any less. I'm not taking Toronto, and I'm admitting to you I don't have the balls to take the Flyers. The same way last night, I'm like, look, just don't take Washington. If you've listened to me, you've steered clear of Montreal against the Blackhawks. You've steered clear of Washington against Buffalo. My third one, which obviously is staring at me, is the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Philadelphia Flyers.
I got this rat.
I'm not touching that one, and that would be my advice to you. That would be my rat minesweeper. I'll plant the flag there and look for sniffs elsewhere pick of the night. Then another game I want to look at, this is one I feel like, do we talk about this game every single video? Do they play each other 65 times a year? I'm looking at the Winnipeg Jets and the Nashville Predators. The Winnipeg Jets, they've lost a couple in a row. Where is this game going down? Oh, it's a black hole game. This one's in Winnipeg. A team like Winnipeg, if they're struggling whatsoever, by the way, same Winnipeg, third straight year, unbelievable first month or two. They're not even going to win the division, and they're just trying to get wins together. You know the deal. Whatever. That's for another day. But they're playing Nashville at home. When you lose a couple in a row, you default to who you are. Who are you? A team that can play well defensively. I'm looking at unders in that game. What kind of under? Give me the under 2.5 goals on the Nashville Predators. This was the automatic bet most of last year and a ton of this year. Betting against the team that's playing in Winnipeg to register points or to score goals. So the under 2.5 goals is at even money. Then I'm looking at two members of the Scam 5 facing off. We got the Ottawa Senators and the Detroit Red Wings. Two teams who we've been waiting to take that next step for 6 years, 8 years, the Iser plan. Sorry, Stevie Bongribs. I know. Stevie sent me those tickets. He's just got endless tickets for the Detroit Red Wings to make the playoffs. And I appreciate it. I respect it. You want to be a fan, you take it to the fullest extent. And if you lose, you go, hey, I have no problem backing my boys. Would I bet that? I don't know. There's a reason both of these teams are in the Scam 5. I'd rather parlay both of them not making the playoffs if history is any indicator, or at least recent history. But we have some opportunities that I'm seeing in this game. So Ottawa, they've kind of been struggling recently. I don't know why they've assembled the lines the way they assembled them in the last couple of games. It's just resulted in losses. Now they're kind of coming back to their senses, and we're seeing a line of Batherson, Stutzle, and Claude Giroux. They're kind of consolidating their better players, as I think they always should have, and we're seeing a line that I think could be effective in this game. I want the entire line for a point. How's that? You want a little same-game parlay with a solid point prop price?
Ye be sniffing a parlay.
Give me this entire line. And yes, I'm aware Giroux's not on the top power play, but I do think that being on power play too, and also with those two quality players 5-on-5, it should provide enough opportunity for him to get a point. So give me that whole line for Ottawa for a point plus 400. And then on the other side, how many straight games has that bet that I brought up here and told you guys about? I'm sure Stevie Bongrips will tell you how many times in the last 6-7 games since I brought it up has it hit the Kane assist with the Debrincat point. You know the odds that we're pulling on this, right? I mean, it starts plus 450, 400. These are astronomical odds. Meanwhile, you're getting plus 125 for the Philadelphia Flyers to somehow beat one of the best teams in the league, playing great hockey in the Toronto Maple Leafs. Or let's take Kane for an assist again. Let's take Debrincat for a point. Even if you take both of them for a point, it's well over plus 200. Great point prop combo. Two Scam 5 teams. Hopefully we get some Scam 5 ruckus. Hopefully that's in the cards. Give me the Kane assist with the Debrincat point. And let's see if we can nail that yet again. There should be some goals in this game. I think there should be when you have two teams not in the playoff picture playing each other. They got to get on course. I'm just hoping this is a 2023-2024 Scam 5 matchup. Both of these teams have played in too many low-scoring games for my particular liking. Let's turn back the clock. Hope that we get a 5-4, 6-5 thriller in this game between the Ottawa Senators and the Detroit Red Wings. So how about that? Give me that over 6. I want the entire line from Ottawa as one bet, plus 400 for Giroux, Stutzle, Batherson. Then on the other side, give me that classic. How about this? Half unit, Kane Debrincat, point. The other half unit, Kane assist, Debrincat point. And then, right out of that pizzeria, give me that over 6. That's what I have for you here on a Tuesday. Good luck to you. Better luck to me. Make sure you're subscribed here onto the YouTube channel. Like, comment, do all those things. Click the notifications so you know when these videos are coming out. Last one was afternoon. This one's in the middle of the night. They could be coming at any times. If you want to be a minority owner of this show, you can have your name theoretically floating around the ether. You can do that by subscribing to the Patreon, be the lone sponsor of this show. You'll get additional stuff there. You'll have the chat rooms. You'll get the spreadsheets. I hope to see you there. If not, I will see you tomorrow for another round. Wednesday, NHL Sniffs. I look forward to it. I will see you then.